Are you wearing that?
Hi everybody, welcome back to Tevistime Cinematography. Welcome back to our page or channel, depending on how you're watching this. We're doing a new segment in our videos.
Yeah, what did we call it?
Tevist Tuesday. So, welcome to the first episode of Tevist Tuesday.
Good job, that was good.
So, on these, every Tuesday we will be uploading a video, most likely a sit-down video, but it will have different content and themed every week. This week we are doing a
kind of like a questionnaire, sort of like questions that you may have for us. But today's segment is 10 questions you would ask your wedding videographer.
Or videographers. Alright, let's get right into it.
Okay, first question. How many hours are involved in editing?
So, do you want to...
You can go. You can take this one.
So, when I edit or when we edit together, it's mainly like us editing together. We like to look at all the footage that we filmed of that day. No matter kind of what it is, I like to do this. This is kind of like my workflow, where we look at every shot that we took. I like to take the best moments of each like clip that we get, like the best moment, and I kind of like highlight that and just save that into like a favorites folder for this video, so it's like that will help us create the story.
We're able to like create a story from there. Like when you see all the footage, you kind of, I don't know, for me, like you kind of just get an idea in your head, like how you want it to flow. It kind of goes that way when you're filming already, but then once you see the footage in post-production, it makes it easier for us to, I guess, create a story. So I guess overall, how many hours?
Hundreds.
It all really depends on what we captured that day, like how many hours we've been filming for that day. It could take anywhere from 20 hours plus, so 20 hours starting at 6 hours of footage, just because we have to go through all that footage. Then we choose music, we choose like how everything's gonna flow. It's a task. So.
But starting at 20 hours.
Yeah, starting at 20 hours at minimum.
Yeah.
How would you describe your style? Cinematic.
Cinematic. For our style, I would say cinematic and creative.
Yeah.
We like to create something that is one of a kind.
Yeah. All right, question 3. What input do you want from clients, and what do you prefer to have final say on? I kind of want to answer this. Okay, so input we prefer from clients is basically tell us what's the most important part of your day, I guess, because we are there to kind of follow your command, if that makes sense. Like, you give us the timeline, like we know where to be because of you. So if you need to like let us know how your day's gonna flow, where you want us to be, that type of thing. For the most part, like, you need to let us know. So that's kind of what I'd prefer from a client.
And for every meeting we do, we also give out a piece of paper, like a
sheet.
We give out a sheet that has checklists, like must-haves on it, and maybe things that the client possibly didn't even think about capturing. And that's kind of the sheet we base off of, like every shot we're gonna get, and it just kind of gives you a better idea how and what we kind of key our eye on.
Yeah. And then what we prefer to have a final say on.
And I guess the only thing that I would say to prefer on, I like to take multiple shots of the same thing just to like really make sure I have the shot I want in post-production.
Yeah.
So that's the only thing I prefer, is to get a couple shots of each thing that we're filming.
Yeah. Question 4. Is one camera enough? How different will the end results be with multiple cameras?
Well, to answer your question,
gives us more options to work with.
And it gives us more option to work with, and it just shows a lot more. It adds a dynamic perspective to the film that is
changes
just,
it.
It really does. It just shows so much more than what someone was already seeing from that angle.
How I think about it is like, it's like these two cameras are working these two different ways, but you don't really see the two cameras, but they're both happening in the same moment, and you get like these two different views of this same moment, and it just like, I think it just adds to the story, because you're showing like, say maybe the groom's perspective and then maybe like the guest's perspective. So a personal preference of ours is to have two cameras for those different perspectives, point of views. Then we can really work that into the film.
Yes.
Question 5, how do you capture audio throughout the wedding? Oh, that's what we forgot to bring out. This baby. We have, what, 3, almost like 5 ways to capture audio.
Yes. So we have two external mics on our cameras. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
We have 2 external mics on our cameras. That doesn't matter. We also, this is what we hook up to the DJ
For house
sound, the soundboard. So anything that's going through the like house microphones or like any microphone throughout it, this is recording.
So like a speech, when speeches are given, we're not going to be hooking up our mics to every single person who's going to give a speech, because those microphones are passed quickly. So we're going to hook into the house sound so that we can just capture what is going through the DJ soundboard.
Exactly.
Right? Oh,
and,
sorry. Oh, they probably can't hear the rain.
Anyways, and then we also have 2 mics that we mic onto people, and this will be more towards like if you guys want to do speeches in the morning, not speeches, but
it's if you like want to say a few words about each other, like in your own personal time to us for the film, or say you have a letter from one another and you want to read it. This is kind of what we would hook onto you. And then we also use this for the ceremony. We hook onto the groom and the officiant. We don't really mess with the bride just because. Just because we don't do that. But so that's, and I know there's probably house sound as well, but this is, we still have this just in case.
Just a backup.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wait, question 6, are there different price packages? So that answer is yes, there are. We do, for weddings, we do 6 hours, 8 hours, or all day. The cinematographers, cameras, the length of the highlight video, depending on how long our filming time was during your day. So that can range from, as of right now, our pre-launch special pricing can range from $550 to $1,000.
And $1,000 being all day coverage.
Yeah, all day, $1,000. The $550 is 6 hours, and then $750 for 8 hours. I might as well just say each one. But so we do have different packages, and then you can have like add-ons to your package, like including like a GoPro or raw footage, and that's kind of some things you'll be able to see on our website when that launches on September 1st. But you can also message us. That's kind of how that works.
Yeah.
Question 7. How changes will the client be able to make before being charged?
That's a good question.
That is
to
a good
you.
question. Okay, can I answer?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So honestly, changes aren't really going to be charged. Like the changes that aren't going to be charged, I'm talking about like if you have a certain part of the day that you actually want instead of this part, or the hours of the film time, like when you want us to be there to like when you want us to leave type of thing in your package, isn't really going to be charged. What will be charged is adding additional hour or having an add-on, or
like lengthening the film potentially.
Yeah, lengthening your highlight reel time. Those things will be charged. And last minute, I mean, there's not really a time on anything that I just said of when we need to know, but except for like if you were to get the GoPro or something, like you can't tell us after we're already there.
Yeah.
Type of thing, but
yeah, we're really easy to work with, so.
Question 8, will we see a preview or a snippet?
Yes. Yes, you will be able to see that. I'm not going to give a timeline on myself, but I would say maybe like a month to a month and a half out. I mean, probably before that, I would like to have a snippet out, just because I know how big like a wedding day can be, and how like excited you are to see what it is exactly we're putting to your
like what was captured that day. Like you get really eager, like
okay,
keep going.
So yes, you will see a snippet of your video, and I hope it gets you really excited for what we're doing, because it will be awesome.
Yeah. Question 9. When can I see my final wedding video? You can answer.
I believe we are giving a 4-month mark on that, just because we don't want to upset you guys by telling you, oh, we'll get this film done in 1 to 2 months, don't worry about it, and then we get busy, or whatever the case may be, and it just doesn't happen. And we don't want to make promises that will mislead you and make you guys exactly. So we're giving us a 4-month mark on our videos, and it probably will be sooner than that, because once we start something, we really
hunker down and finish it. It's hard for us to tear away from the computer.
Yeah, so I would say before 4 months, but we are at the 4-month mark on that.
Yeah. Question 10. How will I receive my final product? You want me to talk about it?
Yep.
Okay, well, we actually just figured this out today, and I'm really excited for it. But you'll receive like a little personalized wooden box, and then in that box is your little personalized wooden flash drive. So it's like you can always keep it in this like neat little container, and it's super cute, and it's personalized. It'll say our name, and then the little flash drive will say your name and our name. So I'm pretty excited.
Yeah, we're really excited.
About
it
that.
looks awesome.
It
looks awesome.
So, yeah. Oh, I forgot to write down scenarios.
And I guess just one more thing we'd like to talk about, a scenario just in my mind that when we were talking about doing this, about how if you could, like, if your budget only, like, if it's like you can only afford like a 6-hour video, but you really want to capture like the moments and like before the wedding, and those are like I feel like those are the moments that I truly like. That's what I like personally. And like, say, we're willing to work with you, so we do come an hour before time on our time to kind of scope out especially if somewhere like, we always look at venues online and trying to get an idea about them, but we always like to come at least an hour early, probably earlier than that, just because, but we like to scope it out. But my point being is that we can show up at a perfect time for you guys, when you're just like finishing getting ready, or when you're just putting on your dress, or whatever it is, and then stay until maybe your first dance, or like that's the cutoff point. I don't exactly know the timeline of the day, or if it will be. And it
always like is specific to the client we work
exactly.
with. So
and that's just a scenario.
He's just saying a scenario. It's not like.
But we try to work best with everyone, and we want it to be amazing for you and stress-free, and we want to give you guys the best product that we can, and we want to be as helpful as we can, because to get a little personal, on our wedding day, everyone was so helpful, and like other vendors were helping with things they didn't even bring and do, and it just like that. I feel like that's the little things that really make like a wedding day so special, is like having people come together for the same cause type of thing.
Yeah. So we're excited.
Yeah, no, and so we're excited. We're still doing our pre-launch special.
So make sure to go to our Facebook page. And it's pinned right at the top, so it's the first post you'll see. It says our pricing, or ask us any questions you have, and we'll usually message back in a timely manner.
Yeah.
So.
That's until September 1st, so you just have to book us before September 1st, before like our prices do change a little bit. But yeah, if any questions you have about anything we talked about, or you just want to know more about us or more about our work, please feel free
to ask,
to message us, and we look forward to working with you.
That was good.
Are we good?
Yeah. All right. We'll see you in our next
Tevis Tuesday.
All right. Bye.
Bye, guys. I think next week we're doing one about
the looks of our films.
The looks of our films, I think.
Sorry.
And it's gonna be something along those lines.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Shut that.